Athena, please, open the door. Caleb's voice made Athena jump. She quickly grabbed her DVD player remote, paused her friend's DVD, and got to her feet, looking at her apartment door. Who's there? Athena called out, feeling defeated. That's not what you're supposed to do if a crazy person is out there, stupid Athena, she thought, recalling the movie Scream. It's Caleb, he replied, and she rushed to the door and flung it open, her eyes lighting up at the sight of him. Caleb, she breathed, staring deeply into his eyes. May I come in? Caleb asked, returning her gaze. Sure, come in, Athena responded, opening the door wider to let him inside. Iago told me everything, Caleb quickly said as she shut the door behind him. He did? How? Athena asked, turning to face him. Well, I overheard him and then confronted him. Caleb, I'm sorry I never told you when I found out. Why didn't you tell me, Athena? Caleb asked, frowning at her. I wanted you to be happy, even if it was Lily you loved, Athena answered, mirroring his expression. But didn't you have the letter, or did you? I never threw it away until tonight, Athena interrupted quickly. It was the last memory of you, or so I thought. Athena let out an awkward laugh. I'm sorry I never asked about the texts. I understand I would have thought the worst too. I mean, I did. But didn't you see those texts? No, nothing was there. Guess he deleted them on your end, Caleb responded, looking down at the ground as he rubbed the back of his neck awkwardly. By the time I tried to text you that morning, I saw that you had blocked my number. I did that as soon as I saw the texts. I understand that. Who was the redhead in the photo you took with? Athena furrowed her eyebrows in confusion. She didn't know that many redheads beside herself and her family, and her mind went to her friend Henry from high school and how she bumped into him about 4 years ago. She wondered if that was who he meant. You mean Henry? Athena raised an eyebrow. Yes, him, Caleb murmured softly, nodding. The day before I met your parents, Tessa and I ran into him during a girls' night out. She began to explain, smiling weakly. He was my best friend in high school. We never dated, but were really close. He told me he was engaged and heard I was a new wedding planner, so he hired me. I assume Tessa took that photo? Yes, I was going to tell you, but I was nervous about meeting your parents. I get that. I was nervous too, Caleb replied, giving her a small smile. We are both idiots for never attempting to talk it out. Yeah, we should have tried that. Moving forward, we need to work on communicating. Agreed, he sighed, nodding in agreement. Iago said he broke us up because I was a nobody and he was mad I refused to set him up with Tessa. First of all, that's not true, he corrected her. Second, he told me he was pranking us, but I didn't believe it for a second. Me either, it sounds like a lie. Well, he's a known liar. So, is that why you came here at midnight? Athena asked, blinking. He took a moment to look at her, studying her face, her eyes, her lips, her hair. He always loved every part of her, inside and out. To him, she was perfect. He often wondered why he managed to get over his high school ex but could never forget Athena. It felt like they were forever connected, and deep down, he knew he still loved her and could never stop. No, it's not, Caleb finally answered, stepping closer to her. Then why? Athena murmured softly, feeling her heart race. Because I am in love with you. No, you're not. You're just on the rebound. Caleb stopped her by pulling her in for a passionate kiss. It felt like fireworks. Athena wrapped her arms around his neck and he carefully placed his arms around her waist. At that moment, the world stopped. It was just the two of them. They both wished to remain in that moment forever. It was as if time had never passed and they never lost each other. Caleb, we can't, she murmured, pulling away and backing up. You and Lily just broke up, and you think you love me, but... I know I love you, Caleb interrupted, smiling at her. Don't you love me too? Yes, but then what's stopping us? You just left your rehearsal dinner that was for you and another woman, Athena answered, dragging the N in the word woman. I never loved her. No, Athena sighed in defeat, shaking her head. I'm an old flame, a second choice. With or without you, I go crazy, he began urgently. But I'd rather live a life with you than never have met you, because the day we met was the day I knew where I belonged, he said, noticing her eyes were glistening with tears. You can't love me. I lost you once, but I can't let you go, Caleb whispered, softly cupping her face in his hands as she closed her eyes. Caleb, you can't. Never again. It's just you. You aren't my first choice. You're my only choice. But I'm nobody. I'm nothing, Athena sobbed softly, squeezing her eyes shut. No, you aren't. You are everything, Caleb whispered. What are we going to do? Caleb thought about her question as he continued to wipe away her tearful tears, and thought about the past 3 months and the dread of the wedding. He looked at Athena, remembering how much he wanted to be hers forever as he got an idea. His face lit up and he smiled down at her. She looked back up at him, blinking in clear confusion. "Marry me?" Caleb murmured. "What?" Athena gasped in shock as her eyes widened in surprise.